Here's a sobering statistic. According to the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, only 12% of Kenyans have retirement savings. That means 88% of us could be facing a financially uncertain future. But why is this number so low? This usually comes down to one thing: misconceptions about what a pension is and who can save for one. This week on Mint, we are cutting through the noise to show you how digital technology has made saving for a pension accessible, flexible, and simple. Whether you're a freelancer, an entrepreneur, or just starting out, saving towards your retirement is now in the palm of your hand. Also, today on Mint, smart energy use, how to keep your bill in check. To earn or spend, spot festive needs to make your hustle shine this holiday season. The business of music. Motif Didon shares the cost of producing top talent in Kenya.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest. Earn it, spend it, save, invest. Mola, kila siku nikucheza mola, make more bila stress. Mola, kila siku wesa mola, make more bila stress.
This week on Money Moves, we break down pension savings and bust the myths that you're too broke, too young, or too busy to start saving. We speak with experts and show you how digital technology has simplified retirement planning, where all you need is your phone and a path to financial freedom.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest.
We often imagine retirement as a distant, scary concept, which is probably why we don't put much thought into saving for it. We talk to the experts and show you how digital technology has simplified retirement planning, where all you need is just you, your phone, and a path to financial freedom.
A pension is actually a pot. It's a long-term investment or a long-term saving. So it's a pot. As and when I have income or as and when I'm working, I contribute. It can be voluntarily if I'm self-employed. If I am employed, it could be through an occupational scheme. So by an occupational scheme, I mean I am being deducted by an employer a certain percentage, and I'm topping up another percentage towards later days of my life.
Pension funds cater for a person's financial needs, such as medical expenses, upkeep, and lifestyle after retirement. In Kenya, retirement is legally capped at 60 years, with early retirement at 50.
If you ask any young person, what do you want to do after you retire? They'll give you that. They'll tell you, I want to travel, I want to do farming, I want to do consulting, I want to do various things. And these are actually things they wish they would do if they had money. So what do? We forethink, we have foresight of where and the life that we want to have, and then work backwards. Now, I always say planning for tomorrow starts today. So think about tomorrow, think about a comfortable life that you'd want. If I want to earn or have about 300,000 in a month, if I actually, as and when I retire, then it's for me to accumulate at least 30 million.
Another advantage of saving towards your pension is the tax breaks that can help stretch your paycheck further for longer.
A 25-year-old today in Kenya who earns 50,000 Kenya shillings. With the she and sha, you actually take home a net of 39,000 Kenya shillings. So if you actually decide to actually do a pension, assuming of 3,000 Kenya shillings, thanks to the tax advantage that you get from the government, your net pay will actually just reduce by 2,000 Kenya shillings. That means that one person without pension would actually take home 39,000 Kenya shillings, and a person contributing 3,000 Kenya shillings will take home 37,000 Kenya shillings. So this is very significant because your contribution only changes by 2,000 Kenya shillings, and 1,000 is actually added as a tax benefit.
According to the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, only 12% of Kenyans have retirement savings. This is due to misconceptions about pensions.
And there's a perception that those who are in the informal sector don't have a lot of money. Surprisingly, the amount of money that flows in that ecosystem is even more than probably the money that circulates in the people who are in formal sector. Remember, 80% of the population is actually in the informal sector. And there are micro pension products and platforms like Akiba Plus that have come to just address this. And how they're addressing this is, I don't need $1 million to start saving. I can start today and I can start small. Put in something small and watch it grow.
Assuming you want to retire a millionaire at 55 years and you just constantly contribute 3,000 Kenya shillings with a very aggressive growth strategy that gives you a return of around 12% per year, which is what we currently provide within Sanlam. At age 55, you will not believe it, your account will have 9 million Kenya shillings. And you actually break that down, if you do your contribution of 3,000, month on month, your actual contribution will be 1 million Kenya shillings. So that what that means is the interest rate will work on your advantage if you start early, and your interest rate will actually generate the 8 million Kenya shillings. So it actually pays to actually start as early as you can.
In today's tech-savvy world, digital technology offers convenience and simplicity for saving pensions through online platforms such as Sanlam's Akiba Plus.
Historically, rather, pension schemes were built around people who are salaried, people who are in the employment space, and probably it would require monthly contributions. Some platforms like Akiba Plus, which we launched early this month, have actually come to address this. And they're addressing it by bringing about flexibility. I can contribute as little as I can from the comfort of my phone. I dial *723#, and I can be able to self-on board, contribute via M-Pesa. Immediately the amount is reflected and I start seeing how it's actually grown.
For Kenyans in the informal sector who are entrepreneurs, self-employed or freelancers, the Digital First Micro Pension Savings Scheme offers flexibility and access.
So if you get your earnings through gigs, you can actually use this platform called Akiba Plus to actually save when you make money. So we don't really tie you and there are no penalties when you skip payments, because what we want to make sure is then that your financial plan really mimics the lifestyle that you want to really have.
Saving for retirement isn't about being wealthy, it's about becoming wealthy. Every single shilling counts. Whether you're a freelancer, an employee, or just starting out, digital platforms like Akiba Plus have made pension saving accessible, flexible, and surprisingly simple. The magic words: start now, start small. The power of compound interest means that those tiny contributions today could transform into millions tomorrow.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest.
Electricity is one of the largest and recurring expenses in many households in Kenya. Every year, electricity costs keep rising, forcing Kenyans to tighten their purse strings while seeking alternative ways to power their homes without going broke. Although tariffs are beyond your control, Richard Wieder offers tips on smart energy use and what you can do at home to reduce your monthly power bill. Electricity prices have gone up. In August 2025, Energy Petroleum Regulatory Authority reported that as part of its price review, Kenyans will have to pay 5 shillings and 24 cents more per kilowatt of electricity starting in October. For most households, this means steeper power bills and further straining already tight budgets to light homes. But before pointing the finger at Kenya Power, what can you do at home to manage your electricity costs?
If you're not using it, switch it off. Probably more than 10 years ago, the government, of course, with the facilitation of Kenya Power, came together and said, let's change all the bulbs from the normal ones to the energy savers. You will find an energy saver, for example, is rated 5 watts, while the traditional bulbs is rated 60 watts. They do the same job, but one is consuming more than the other one. We have seen from experience our very good customers switching off appliances like maybe the refrigerator, even the deep freezers. Normally what happens is that this kind of equipment, they are designed and made to self-regulate. So when you switch it on and off, you actually get to use more electricity. It's better you leave it run on and then it regulates itself.
The fourth tip Richard suggests is to switch off equipment that uses LEDs at the socket when they are not in use. The fifth hack is to use automated water pumps, which only operate when necessary and consume minimal electricity. Appliances like kettles, microwaves, and electric cookers also consume a lot of power. The trick, however, is to look for energy-saving appliances when shopping.
An electric kettle, you will find most of them are rated 2000 watts and above. 2000 watts is an equivalent of 20 bulbs, non-energy savers. For electric cooking, we have something called clean cooking. We have what we call an energy saver cooker coil, which even for us as Kenya Power, we have been going around to educate our customers that when you use this induction coil, it is cheaper than using the traditional electric cookers. The industry today is continuously producing what we call energy-saving appliances. So when you go to the market and you want to buy an electric kettle, a microwave, you look at what we call the rating. So the lower the rating, the lesser the energy it will use in the house.
Even with these tips, some consumers might notice fluctuations in their power usage despite paying the same amount each month.
We have what we call the pass-through costs. That is the fuel energy cost. We have the forex, the inflation and warma. Now these elements, they change every month. For those who buy token, for example, you can buy token worth 1,000 shillings. You get 40 units this month. Next month, you can use the same 1,000 shillings. You get 41 or 42 because of the differences that change every month in those four elements.
Other components that make up your bill include energy consumption, which is the units you use in a specific period, usually 30 days, VAT, the Rural Electrification and Renewable Energy Corporation that ensures electricity reaches rural areas, and the regulator EPRA. Fuel prices, inflation, and global factors like currency exchange rates all influence what makes up your bill at the end of the month.
Our generation mix currently still has diesel generators. Diesel generators are expensive, and remember, we do not have oil in Kenya, so we import oil. So that means whenever we have the prices fluctuating or going up or down in the global market, it ends up at the generation point, which then now affects directly the cost of electricity.
Kenya's electricity costs are higher than in most African countries, partly because the government is still expanding its power infrastructure to reach more homes. There are, however, reforms underway to make electricity more affordable.
The current Energy Act, which came into force in 2019, had the liberalization of the market to allow more distributors apart from Kenya Power to come on board. The other thing is you have also seen a lot of efforts being put in by the regulator to allow in what we call the standalone or the self-generations, which then can also be fed into the grid. The other thing which I've also mentioned is the effort to ensure that we have universal access. That is everybody, whether in the town or rural areas, having electricity with them. That would mean we would have more people consuming electricity, and therefore that would cut down the cost. We also have net metering. If you as Josephine has your solar and you also have electricity, then it means whenever you have excess, you can give it to us so that we take it to where it is required.
The cost of electricity is rising, but with smarter habits, better appliances, and reforms in the sector, you can take back control of your electricity bill. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back. Coming up, Motif Didon takes us on a musical journey and shares the cost of producing top talent across East Africa.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest. Moolah, kila siku waste that moolah, make more bill stress.
Welcome back to Mint, where we explore the world of personal finance, making it simple and relatable for you. Whether you're looking to earn, spend, save, or invest, we've got you covered.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest.
As we kick off the holidays, everyone is thinking about spending. However, for some, this is the time to make money from those around them who are spending. On Inside Hustle, we explore some side hustles that can make you that extra coin that could shield you from the January financial hangover that results from holiday spending.
Forget holiday spending, let's talk holiday earning. And right now, everyone is scrambling for convenience, connection, and that perfect festive feeling. That's your profit margin. Today on Inside Hustle, let's explore gigs you can try out to turn this festive season into a money-making opportunity. Let's think like an entrepreneur. The holidays are all about needs and emotions. People want convenience, joy, and connection. So ask yourself, what are people spending on right now? How can you make their lives easier or happier? Your side hustle should solve a festive problem or add value to a holiday experience. Let's talk ideas. Here are some easy to start hustles that could bring in real money this season. First up, the gift wrapping dilemma. Everyone's juggling too much. Not everyone has the time or the skill to wrap gifts beautifully. Offer custom, premium gift wrapping, not just paper, but bows and ribbons that elevate a gift. Pro tip, don't just serve homes. Pitch local online boutiques that need reliable high-end packaging services for their influx of holiday orders. Next, the culinary cash-in. That baking hobby, it's now a business. Focus on shareable festive treats, such as custom cookie boxes, gourmet hot cocoa bombs, or holiday-themed samosa platters. The business is in the pre-order. Use WhatsApp or Instagram to lock in your sales a week before delivery. Pro tip, presentation is profit. People buy with their eyes first, so invest in quality packaging and focus on presentation. The events boom. Does your family always designate you as the holiday photographer because of your professional camera and skills? This holiday, charge them for it. December is a party planner's paradise. If you have the gear, charge for photography, DJ services, or catering. The real niche is in small private functions. They need someone reliable to coordinate the small details, setup, vendor management, and breakdown. Think party logistics manager. It's a high demand, high pay hustle for anyone who can keep a clear head under pressure. Brands are spending heavily on holiday campaigns. They need creators. If you've built a following, pitch creative ideas for sponsored posts, festive videos, or brand shoutouts. Even small audiences can attract paid micro-influencer deals if your content is engaging. The ultimate convenience hustle. The number one resource people run out of in December is time and trust. You can cash in two ways. 1. Offer house sitting, pet feeding, or property checks for families traveling for the holidays. Trust pays well. 2. Offer delivery, ride, or shopping assistance. From ferrying goods to picking up specialty groceries, small conveniences can make big money. Remember, it's not just about making money, but managing it. Track your expenses. Set realistic targets. Reinvest part of your profits for January when things are quieter. And don't forget customer service. Your festive buyers can become long-term clients. So here's the Inside Hustle summary. Spot festive needs, offer convenience or joy, start small but deliver big, market smartly, use WhatsApp, TikTok, and Instagram, save your profits. January bills are coming.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest.
Creative ideas often spark the beginning of what will develop into a hit song. But between that spark and the final track that will dominate the airwaves lies a producer who can transform that idea into a sound. For many Kenyan artists, the bridge to the hit is producer Motif Didon. His famous beat tag has become the calling card for hits by Kenyan and East African artists. Behind that renowned tag are years of experience in music and business, along with a deep understanding of the art of music.
If you hear this beat tag, you know that the song is most probably going to be a massive hit. From Calligraph Jones' Yego, Rwandan singer Davis D's Dede, Saru's Gongewa, to Tanzanian singer Mario's Statue, Music producer Motif the Don is the king of certified club bangers, shaping the sound of East African music. Today, he is letting us in on what it takes to make it in the game. This is Motif the Don's masterclass, and class is in session.
When I was young, kuna brango anaitwa Charles. Msee anapenda music, ako updated hata kuniliko. So alikuwa anakuja akitoka campus, anakuja anacheza mangoma mingi hapo, manini sijui Mama Karena mazile zinaitwaje. So from hapo nikaanza kuwa curious, like apart from voice, hii kitu ingine inacheza ni nini stuff, the bassline and stuff. When I was in campus, nephew yangu anaitwa Mike akakuja na some plugin inaitwa Fruity Loops. Kaniambia ina make beats. From hapo nikakuwa too hooked, like nilianza ku make beats like every day. Ukitaka kwanza, of course kuna keyboard, hiyo lazima unacheza keys. Ukitaka kuwa producer unacheza keys, tricky. Of course computer, of course a microphone, sound card na space yako tu safi, you're good to go. Kila mtu kuna different approach. For now kitu nafanya, naingia TikTok ama online, naona msanii anafanya ngoma ikinibamba, like a demo, whatever ana postingi. From hapo na approach, namuuliza kama tunaweza work. Anakuja studio na hiyo demo, kama haijarekodiwa tunaanza sa production. From hapo maybe na remake the beat, na mrecord. Kuna kitu inaitwa mixing. Mixing basically ni more of balancing instruments. Voice of course inasikika vizuri, kuna bassline, set vitu zinagongana. Alafu from hapo unafanya mastering. Mastering ni more of the levels, na make sure ziko the right level. From hapo tunaenda saa marketing sasa. Tunafanya on TikTok. From hapo tunatafuta dancers, kuna watu wanafanya vizuri sana kama kina Colo Blue, so many other guys. Tunapush ngoma kwanza mostly on TikTok. Kifanya vizuri, ukiona ngoma iko na potential, that's when you invest in a video. If an established artist amekuja studio, make sure kwanza kitu get right, apart from payment, make sure paperwork iko right. Paperwork I mean split sheet. Split sheet ni kitu inasema like kwa hii master rights uko na how much, kwa hii publishing how much do you have. Usikimbilie kusell ngoma. Kuna wazani wakuja na kupatia offer like na kupatia pesa fulani na kubuy out from a song, and ni established artist. That's a red flag, because hii ngoma kwanza hajakwambia anapeleka wapi. So make sure like pia msi amedisclose anapeleka wapi hii song. Alafu sasa muandikia hiyo paperwork, make sure iko right. I think you're the biggest advice naweza kupatia. Unajua kuna kitu inaitwa creative block. Like unajua production pia zingine like beats zinakataa, unashangaa kwani talent imeisha like. So mimi nikisikia siko creative naacha nayo. Si una take a break, tukao like umebana, uko na burn out, unatulia. Kuna wasanii ufanya the first song una hit. Alafu kutoka hapo unaanza kupata shows, unalipwa 150k kila mahali. Unachanganyikiwa, so like lazima watu waeleze like how to save. Like hiyo pesa si ati iko forever. Nachiki wasanii wengi wamepata pesa alafu unasota. Lazima ujue like una invest aje. Kuwa na side hustle. Usitegemee tu muziki, because muziki pia si consistent sana hivyo. Make sure ukilipwa pesa yako una invest kwa biashara fulani. Unajua pesa muziki ni tricky. Kama una hit song, pesa pia inapungua. So make sure your time una hit song, kuna biashara imekushikilia. Kitu nimelearn sana from watu walikuwa mbele yangu ama from wasanii wengine nimeona. Kwanza avoid drugs. Because hapo uta waste pesa mingi sana, huwezi save. Yaani kuna wasanii wengi sana nimeona unaenda show unalipwa hata 100, matoka hapo na kaa half hiyo do. That's why I started like this Elevate program. Like me say now niko more into work na mtu unaona kuna potential. Kama ni mkali kuja studio tufanya kazi, tutafanya split sheet. City about na ngoja tu mtu akuja nilipe, like hiyo biashara unafanya si good for the industry. Because ngoja wasanii wote wakulipa, wale wana talent, most of them hawezi afford studio. Na mimi sasa nikiamua kufanya ngoma juu umenilipa, to end up with so many work songs.
From a self-taught producer to a mentor in the industry, Motif the Don's story is one of evolution, as he has learned to balance creativity and the business side of music. This wraps up today's episode of Mint. Money Made Simple, your essential guide to personal finance designed to help you make your money work smarter for you. For more information, visit mint@mula.co.ke or tv47.digital. Stay safe and keep minting. Until next week, I'm Lydia Nyawera.